The preamble to the Constitution of India records the aims and aspirations of the people of India, which have been translated into the various provisions of the Constitution. Respected dignitaries and all the ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. I, Soumya Kumari, am going to present my views on the topic being republic in true sense, that is, the preamble of the Constitution of India. A preamble means the Constitution, means it is the introduction to the statute. The objectives before the Constituent Assembly were to constitute India into a sovereign democratic republic and to secure its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. The ultimate aim of the makers of the Constitution was to have a welfare state and a democratic society, projecting the aim and aspirations of the people of India who sacrificed everything for the attainment of country's freedom. Let's go deep into the history of the preamble. Jawaharlal Nehru introduced an objective resolution on December 13, 1947, which was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 22nd January 1947. The drafting committee of the Assembly, in formulating the preamble in the light of objective resolution, felt that the preamble should be restricted to defining the essential features of the new state and the basic socio-political objectives, and that the other matters dealt with the resolution could be more appropriately provided in the substantive parts of the Constitution. The term preamble means the introduction. It is the introductory part of the Constitution. A preface, introduction, especially that of an act of a parliament, giving its reason and purpose, which is a prelude. The preamble serves the following purposes. It indicates source from which the Constitution comes, that is, the people of India. Secondly, it contains the enacting cause which brings it into force, the Constitution basically, which makes it an act of the people, for the people and by the people. It declares the rights and freedoms which the people of India intend to provide to all citizens, and the basic type of government and polity which was to be established. The preamble does not grant any power, but it gives direction and purpose to the Constitution. It outlines the objectives of the whole Constitution. It contains the fundamentals of the Constitution. In a nutshell, a court may look into the objective and polity of the act as recited in the preamble when a doubt arises in the mind as to whether the narrower or the more liberal interpretation ought to be placed on the language which is capable of bearing both meanings. The issue that whether preamble should be amended into the Constitution was not raised before the Supreme Court, and it was raised in the famous case of Kesavandana Bharati v. that is the state of Kerala 1973. The Supreme Court has held that the preamble is part of the Constitution and it can be amended, but the Parliament cannot amend the basic features of the preamble. The court observed the edifice of our Constitution is based upon the basic elements in the preamble. If any of these elements are removed, then the structure will not survive and will not be the same, and the Constitution will not be able to maintain its identity. To conclude, it will not be wrong to say that the spirit of the ideology behind the Constitution is sufficiently crystallized in the preamble. It is also right to state that the preamble is the basic part of any documentation, and it is obvious to our constitution too, because it is the supreme law of the country. The preamble of the Constitution of India is one of the best of its ever kind to be drafted. Both in ideas and expression, it is a unique one. It embodies the spirit of the Constitution to build up an independent nation that will ensure the triumph of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Thank you. Jai Hind.